CSS battle time, and we have a bulbous thingy. I don't know, like a baby rattle? What would that be? It's weird. Alright, I mean, it looks fun. Looks simple enough to do. Part of me wants to do radial gradients, but there's issues. Like, this would have to be two separate gradients, and then this is a whole different gradient itself. And theoretically, we could do this with pure gradients. We could have 1, 2, a conic, and then 3. Three radial gradients and a conic gradient. I don't think that's a good idea, but we could do it. I'll put in the description, of course, how this one goes. I don't like mixing radial gradients and border radius because it seems like I think a border radius is the right way to pull off this circle and then a box shadow to get the color. I wonder if all right, let's just get this started. I know we need, if I'm doing a box shadow anyways, I can actually just do this is my background. Border radius, I'm gonna do 2-inch. Actually, I'm gonna do 9M to start. It should be enough. Margin it down 100. Oh, and let's box shadow. It's gonna be 0, 0, 0, 9-inch, and we are gonna do the gray. So that's how we get the gray covered. Let's get our margins right. We're gonna go 10, something like that, because we're gonna make this our top yellow circle. So let's get our sides going. 50 is too much. 140, 135. Yeah, that's right. Now I'm looking at that curve, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Let's do the bottom. Too much. 180, 170, 160. Okay. So we have our size here, and then if we do, right, a second box shadow, I think it has to be the second one. 0, 100 pixels. Where is it going to be? Actually, I should reverse this, because then I can use the color property and save like one character on that box shadow. No, I won't save a character. That's totally different colors. What am I thinking? Okay. Okay, yeah, this has to go first so that it stacks on top of that other one. Right back here. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm doing the wrong color. You know, sometimes I come down and click these colors down here and I don't get the right one. It's too far. Alright, almost there. Oh, I still have the wrong color, but we're at least in the right spot. Okay, so we have those built. Yeah, this solution won't be great. Alright, so this one, font 0A. Let's get the right bracket notation going. Alright. And we're going to outline the body. I think it's going to be, yeah, it's right there. Okay. It's got the same yellow background at the moment. I wonder if I can make the background. Yeah, I could make this background a radial gradient and just hide the orange circle inside of the first yellow one. I'll do two yellow stops, one with m as a value that overwrites this one, and you're golden. That'll work. Right now, the body's showing up as transparent. Let's go ahead and actually do this. Whoa. Oh, the box shadow. Well, we can do... There we go. I wonder why that changed. Oh, I see margins carrying over, so it's all the box shadows are going. Okay. Okay. Let's back this up real quick. Let's put this back to 9 inch. So in this, I don't want box shadow to carry over, but I want everything else to. My simple solution, I don't think this is great when I have to fall back to it, is to do that. Margin is still an issue, but at least our box shadows won't be messing everything up. Okay, so there's our body overriding our, there we go. That's about the right size. Everything. Now, can I get this to 20 on the sides and then negative 100? Okay, so there's overflow on this. If I throw in a period, we don't get overflow anymore. Okay. So let's go 50. Yeah, there we go. We can get this positioned outside of it without a position fixed. I believe that'll be good enough. And let's take the outline off of this. I don't really need it at the moment. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to be negative 80, 70, 60. There we go. That one I need to be spot on. The top I don't as much. Although if I have it centered, a radial gradient will make much more sense. Okay, that was actually kind of painless. The period is a game changer when it comes to collapsing margins. My goodness. Okay. 9-inch, 150 pixels. What do I need to do? I need to rewrite this background to be a radial gradient. All right. So let's write it properly first for the body. Let's say radial gradient. We're going to go 1Q, and we're going to do, let's see. You know what, actually, now we can make this work. What I'll look into is actually doing an inset box shadow compared to adding a color stop to hide my radial gradient, because I already have this box shadow on the HTML. So I could make this background just an inset box shadow and then just do the radial gradient on the body, because I have to do that no matter what. But we're going to go yellow, and it's going to be like 25 pixels, and then we're going to go to orange, 0 to 35 pixels, right? And then we got to go back to yellow. Okay. Just about right. It is off center and small. So this is going to be 30 pixels, of course. And this is going to be 40. And we are going to shift our top end. No, it's this one. 90. There we go. That gets it centered where we need it. Good. Okay, so if I was going to hide, pretty much this 40 pixel color stop is what I want to hide. So I need to put a color stop before it. That is, it's going to look like this. It's going to be yellow again. I wonder if actually I could do a second color hint. Like 9M. That's all I needed. There it goes. Okay, so it's going starting at 30. I guess you can, I wonder how many color hints you can do. I don't actually know, because usually it's starting point, ending point. But here we did starting point, so you think it'd be like that's where it fades to. But since it doesn't have any color, then it's okay with that. And it'll fall back to that once this becomes a 0. This becomes meaningless, and so it's just that number, I guess. Okay, so that's a lot shorter than doing an inset box shadow. Cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's reduce some of these down. I wasn't too happy with this at first, thinking about it with the border radius and everything, and the whole box shadow thing. Yeah, I think that's about as good as it. Oh, I can't do 5ch there because I'm using font. I'm removing font. Okay, so 40 pixels. Let's see if we can get away with like Q units. It looks pretty good. Oh, I haven't even submitted yet, and I'm already changing. That's a recipe for disaster. All right, let's go back to 40 pixels. Make sure that works. Let's submit. All excited. Haven't even checked my facts. Okay, we're good there. All right, let's see. 44. That's got to be too big. 42. Come on. 99.9. Okay. We'll just stick with 40 pixels. That's okay. Let's check the inner one. 32Q. There we go. Margins. Let's see if we can get a percentage in here and save a space. 30%, 35, 34, 33, 34. That doesn't look like it's going to work, but nope. What was it before? Good old Control Z. 135. Okay. And if I do a percentage here, I still don't save a space. This I know is 50 VH, and that's a direct translation. 9" is about as good as it gets. Yeah. That already can take away the space. So this 90 here, we can check that. 20%. Whoa. That, oh, no, that's not right. 25, 22. 45, 50. All right, we're getting closer, edging in. It's a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. Let's see if 68% works. I don't think I actually save any characters because there's only 90. It would have to be 3 characters before you save anything. Yeah. Okay, let's quit messing around. But I kind of like, I always forget to look at that, so I'm glad I actually did. Ooh, actually, let's not do everything that I'm doing wrong. Let's hit enter on this, alt up on that, put the semicolon back, and then come down here and just do the quote thing. That does save character by having it as the absolute last value there. Okay, let's see what we have for us here. Do we need the period still? We need the period still. Okay. What am I missing? Or, forgetting to edit. Wonder if that could be, no, usually percentages, percentage in the body might work. Nope, doesn't work. All right, 185. That's where we're at. Well, it was fun. There's probably better ways. I mean, I wonder if even like a border dotted would work, but you'd have to do like two different colors for the top and bottom, and play with scale and everything with that. So I'm not sure if that could get much better than the box shadow and then the background and border radius. Yeah. Anyways, that would be a real crazy one to chase, but it'd be kind of fun. But then you'd still have to do like a radial gradient here, I think. So, I don't know. All right. Well, I hope you had fun with this one, and I'll catch you later. Bye.